What's up guys, this is Chris here, and today we're going to be out here shooting the most expensive handgun I've ever had on the channel. This is maybe the best handgun I've ever had on the channel as well. This is when you guys asked me to outdo the Sandviper. So here we are. This is the only thing that I think can outdo the Sandviper. This is the Infinity Thunderbird. Now, Infinity is an interesting company because they are one of the OGs in the 2011 world. They've been doing it so long, they are sort of a legend in the industry. As a matter of fact, this gun is not only very expensive, but it's very hard to get as well, but very cool that we have one here on the channel. This is a brand new gun. It took 9 months to make, and it is fast in every way possible. So what we have here is an island barrel up top, as you can see there, with a twin V-port. We have a reverse crown barrel with tons of checkering on the slide. That feels super good. And I've never felt a slide that actually feels better than that. We have texturing on the back here with one of the lowest SRO mounts I've ever seen. We have a long flat face serrated trigger here, which is my personal favorite. And this is the lightest trigger I've ever felt in my life. This has to be under 2 pounds for sure. And a lot of that has to do with this bob hammer that you have here. It's a very interesting system that SVI has been running for a very long time. The reset on that is obviously pretty amazing as well. Now we have this cool, like very interesting holographic camo pattern on there with a very, very cool grip. And with SVIs, you can pretty much custom everything. They're a complete custom shop. So we got this one tricked out exactly the way we want. 25 lines per inch checkering on the back here. And we have a gigantic magwell with the same coating as on the slide, which is very neat. Big magwell and ambi controls with, again, one of the biggest beaver tails I've ever seen. So this should be one of the most comfortable guns I've ever shot, if not the most comfortable. And honestly, I've never come into a video with higher expectations than this, so hopefully this shoots as well as it looks, because holy shit, does this thing look cool. Ooh. I think it's a little left. I don't know, that's not bad. Where are you? Oh, there we go. Finally got the 0 at the last 2 shots. What the hell? Oh, that one doesn't fall. Oh, I missed. Getting better. Warming up. Yep. You're shooting really well.
Get it, Eric! Woo!
Oh, I had one left. I thought I was out. Wow. Come up. It's harder with the comp. There you go.
Hit. 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 Hit.
You don't hear that?
I do hear that, yeah.
It's definitely key.
Hit. 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 Hit.
I figured out why I'm not hitting.
One. Hit. Hit. Hit.
Those.
Hit.
I don't know, you're stuck too.
I try to aim a little bit to the right.
Hit. Hit. I don't see it at all. Hit. Hit.
So we all have different
Eric?
holes, which is hilarious.
Hit.
Hit. Little low. Little low. Low.
Hit.
Left.
Hit.
Ah,
Nice.
High. Hit. That was a hit.
first shot.
Hit. Hit. Hit.
Hit. Close.
I got 3.
All right, so now that we shot, I think 500 to 600 rounds of this consecutively in a row without lubing it or cleaning it, I would say that it is as reliable as it is sexy. This is one of the coolest pistols we've had on the channel. I mean, first off, just look at the thing. The whole slide looks sick. And now that we've shot 500 to 600 rounds through it, and I think, Eric, what'd you shoot, like another couple hundred?
Yeah, I would say 300 to 500. Yeah.
And one of the cool things about having a really nice coating is the thing is still good looking and it's still slick. I mean, one of the nice things about these guns is you do buy a lot of performance. I mean, not just with the looks. First off, the comp barrel looks really, really good, but it performs a lot better. The island barrel keeps a lot of weight on top of the barrel, so when the slide actually reciprocates, it keeps the barrel down. The other cool thing about it is it's sprung really well, so when the slide goes back and goes forward, it doesn't slingshot the gun down, so you don't have to recoup your actual aim. You can just continue shooting as quick as you want. Dust cover down here is really wide, and it's heavy enough to where it controls the recoil even better. You can see we didn't even run an X300 on this because we didn't need to. With the comp, with the island barrel, and with the full dust cover, you had all the recoil reduction that you needed. On the back here, we have some pretty interesting checkering, and it's different than what you'd see on a traditional 2011 because they actually widen the slide on the back here, so it has a perfect fit with the SRO. So you can see we have cuts under the bottom and then a widened portion here with actually actually 25 lines per inch checkering on that as well. Looking back here, we have a very, very minimal hammer. And what that does is, I assume anyway, it decreases the trigger weight because this is the lightest trigger I've ever felt on a handgun. And even Nick and I both, we shoot a lot of 2011s. We actually had to get used to this because, again, it's basically like nothing. It's a 1 pound trigger and makes the gun extremely accurate, as you saw in the long range, but it also takes a second to get used to. So if you shoot your 12 pound Glock trigger and then you shoot this, you might want to dry fire it a little bit first. Now the trigger itself, this one here comes with a long face with a serrated bow on it. And as you can see here, you get good traction on your finger when you pull the trigger. So you're not slipping around at all, makes accuracy even better. Down here we have a lot of texture on the grip, which feels really, really good. This aluminum grip module here feels really good. We have a really interesting magazine release over here. You can see it's extended, but it's not just a standard push button. You actually have a ledge on there with texture on it, so you can push down a little bit, which feels good, especially if you have smaller fingers. I don't have that problem, but a lot of people do. Ambi safety on here is very, very secure and very tactile, as I can show you right here. Pop it up, you can definitely hear it and feel it, and if you pop it down, you can feel it as well. That mitigates a lot of issues people have when they don't ride the safety. So if you shoot a lot of 1911s, you have smaller hands, usually you ride under, and under recoil, sometimes you pop that up.
Little fingers, turn the safety on.
This one you definitely will not. You see how much I have to struggle to push it up? That's very, very good, because you don't want a safety on when you don't want it on. No beaver tail grip safety on the back there, completely pinned and deleted. Perfect decision in my opinion. 25 lines per inch checkering on the back here. And then we have a extended XL magwell. So what that does is not only give you the world's biggest funnel, so you can do any of the mag changes you want without practicing. On top of that, it's beveled down here, so if you have big hands like I do, it doesn't actually push your hand up into the beaver tail, which I like a lot. That's why they take all of that material off when they make the magwell. On top of that, we have a very low optics mount. So first off, they made this larger, I imagine, to make this lower, because very, very low optics mount, the lowest I've ever seen besides the Sand Viper. Now, the compensator on top here is very interesting, very artistic, and that's one thing you'll notice from SVI, is not only do they make functional pistols, but they make works of art. And if you look on their Instagram, you can actually see that. Every one of these guns is unique in its own way, and this one here is exceptional in my opinion. I've wanted to get my hands on an Infinity for as long as I can remember. These have been in movies for decades now, and I've always known that SVI is like the manufacturer for 2011s. They make custom 2011s, they take a long time to get, and they're extremely expensive, which is why even like lifetime gun guys like myself can't get a hold of them. Got 600 rounds through the gun, and we shot Nick's Federal 115 grain, we shot my Blazer Brass, and then we shot a mix of my competition reloads, and they were all 100% reliable. Now, in my personal experience with accuracy, it liked the Federal a little bit better at distance. We were able to get consistent hits out at 85 really, really easy. Everybody was. Then we pushed it out to 150. Then we pushed it out to 225, which was really impressive. I mean, handguns aren't really supposed to do that. And with Iowa wind, it was impressive that any of us hit it. And all of us that shot actually hit at 225 with us.
I don't see it at all. Hey!
Certainly one of the most accurate guns we've had on the channel. And the real reason for that isn't just this big ass bull barrel here, which they put space magic into, but it's really this trigger, because you don't have to worry about your trigger pull because it's 1 pound. So very impressive gun, and it takes some getting used to, but I'm impressed.